Like, can I find my way up here today? Oh, welcome. I wasn't planning on being back so soon, but surprise, we're back. Um, Now I am not sure if very many people or are gonna stop on by and say hi, but we was having another discussion on another channel, and um yeah, so we're gonna continue the discussions over here maybe. I guess I'm quick. Yes, right on it. I mean, I just had to do basically a couple clicks of a button. I'm going to do my famous yeah, we always normally try to drop a link on, especially on my other channel, that's normally pinned before the live even starts. So I'm gonna pin that. Anybody's welcome to join me on panel and we can talk about things. If Still Cleaning Up Glitter makes it over here, I would love to hear some of her paranormal stories. I love paranormal stories. I, however, have only had that one experience. So yeah. So I was actually on another friend's live, and like this whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case is like all over the place, and like I didn't follow it at all. That's probably bad on my part because I didn't follow it, but now I'm like, why is everybody so interested in it? Like, I don't know. I'm just now like hearing about it this year, and I'm like, why? Where was I? I missed out on a lot, I think. I'm just lost, right? Lost. Yeah. Let's see. I'm actually going to make it. Ooh, hi, welcome, Kellyanne. I'm actually pulling up to put my link into another chat for this live. Because nobody was expecting me to go live again. I wasn't expecting to either. It's okay though. I don't mind. I did pin the link if anybody wants to come up and okay. Yeah, I totally get it. It's 12 here. So I totally get it. Yeah, it's my email is actually in my about section. It's pretty simple. Missing in life 2021 at gmail.com. That would be it. So yeah, it's really simple. To remember was the year that I made my channel. Well, actually, that's not true. My channel was made, I think, in 2015, but I didn't. I'm just learning like last year about this whole live streaming stuff. Like, I'm late to the game. Am I not? I'm sorry, I'm not hip. Oh. But yeah, I was saying that because Brittany was talking, or somebody mentioned it about doing local cases, like maybe like doing that. I actually did. I did one on Charlie, Jessica Heeringa. Ring any bells to you? The Jessica Heeringa case. Actually, that took place in the same town as what I live in. That's always fun, right? What I did live in. I'm sorry. Really? Jessica Heeringa, she came up missing from an Exxon gas station. She was the night clerk, and they're working on changing Michigan laws, or laws, I think everywhere, is to be where all employees on in the gas station, like, kind of field, they cannot be in a business alone. So yeah, she was kidnapped, and she was a mom of one little boy, one little boy, I believe. Yeah, one little boy. And it was just like the most heartbreaking case ever. They still haven't found her body, but it ended up, I don't, they believe they got her killer, and it's just like a big whirlwind of a mess. Yeah, you'll definitely have to look it up. It's very interesting on how they were able to piece together um and link her with who they say killed her, Jeffrey Willis. Yeah, yep. She was taken right out the back door of work, and it was like a matter of seconds that they say, that between when she would have went out the back door and got put into his vehicle and like and crossing with another couple that was on a late night drive on a motorcycle. Like they had pulled into, because like we have like these strip mall areas, while the gas station was in like kind of like closer to the road area, while the strip mall was behind it a little bit. They pulled into the strip mall area and had pretty much just missed everything happening that night. They still haven't found her body, but between the story that his cousin has told but then retracted, it's crazy. Like they just are assuming that she's not no longer with us. It's crazy though. I also did my Wi-Fi is on and off. Excited to be here. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm really glad you're here. Terrifying. What luck. I feel like everything happens for a reason, usually, but in situations that makes you wonder. Yeah. Well, I was like, I wonder if there was any. I actually did another case. It was, what was, her name. I just had her name. It was from 1960, I believe. No one should be in a gas station attendant alone. I would never let my daughter do that. Yeah, and I'm glad you're here. I was just saying, I would love to hear your paranormal stories. If you would like to come up, I pin the link. If anybody wants to come up, I pin the link. I would love to. I like to be able to banter back and forth. But yeah, I agree 100% on that. Nobody should be able to do that. Did anyone watch the trial of the doctor who was just acquitted? Are you talking about the Tot case, the one from Florida that murdered his family? I hate saying that. Like, but how else do you say it? Yeah. I'm actually heading out to CVS, so it depends on how long the line is. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I if as long as we got, I don't mind being live as long as I have like some kind of interaction, something to keep me busy. I like, yeah. So here's the thing. I did another that was from 1960, and it was the craziest thing ever to look into. Oh, what was her? Okay, hold on. I'm about to have to go look through my videos because I'm gonna have to. I gotta tell you guys about it because it was the craziest thing about it because it involved like higher players in our town. Like it included like the sheriff, the so one of the I gotta remember. Okay, so the salesman. I want to say the salesman that overheard. Okay, so let me go to my hold on just 1 second. I want to get her name so that her name is on the tip of my tongue, and I knew it up until the point to where up until I went live. So that would be my luck, right? I've covered quite a few different ones. So, I want to say it started with an E. I might be wrong. Gloria England. Her last name was England. No, the doctor that they had on trial for like 18 murders. What? Are you serious? No, I didn't hear about that at all. The patients were in the process of dying. So was it like an assisted? Was it like an assisted thing? I totally missed that trial. I usually at least heard of it, but that not ring a bell. Yeah, it don't sound familiar to me either. Like that's crazy. Was it like an assisted? Because don't they have it like where they like some I know like certain places where you can be assisted in death. It may just they tried saying he overdosed them with fentanyl. So, you saying that. Okay, so because we're on that. So, yeah, that's the whole thing with my mom. They were okay, so like there was no like it was there was no she had already basically passed. The only thing keeping her alive was her oxygen machine. And mind you, they were supposed to be lessening her oxygen machine as they were doing their pain medicate or their pain management, you know, to assist in her passing. And they were not taking down the oxygen for my mom. Instead, they just kept giving her more and more and more and more and more fentanyl. And after I started, like, I'm like, are you guys even weaning her down off that oxygen? Because, like, at this point, as much fentanyl you gave her, like, an elephant. I mean, come on now. I'm like, this right now is just horrible. I was so angry, but yeah, I work ICU and I watched the trial, and I don't think he was guilty. I understand that like that stuff happens because like they had hospice or some people from the hospice to come in, and like they weren't paying no attention, but they had her on like 5 or 5 milliliters of oxygen and just left her there on that. My mom, I don't know. And when it finally hit me, I was like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "That's not cool." So that's my story about that. It's kind of depressing, but when I finally realized what was going on, because I actually went to school to get my RMA. And so, like, I don't even know why it didn't hit me sooner, but I'm an airhead when I when I don't want to think about things. Yeah, she was on a ventilator. She was on a vet. She was on the oxygen, and they had her on 5 mL of oxygen. Well, actually, she was higher than that, and then they brought her down, and they got her down to the 5 mLs, and then they quit bringing her down, and instead they would just up the fentanyl, and I'm like, well, what the hell's going on, because we were told that actually the day we decided just to make her comfortable, she probably wouldn't make it through the rest of that day. Well, she was like 3 days past it, and we were like kind of like well, what's going on? Like, now we got her sitting here and this is going on, and if she's still going, like, maybe she's viable and she can still come back or heal. And because she had gastric cancer that ate through her stomach lining and ate through her stomach and caused internal bleeding. They had to remove 50% of her 50% of her bowels. No, 80% of her bowels, 80% of her pancreas, and 50% of her stomach. Yes. 5L oxygen. Yes. That's where they left her for 3 days. And when I finally realized what the hell was going on, when it clicked in my head, I'm like, and I brought it to their attention, they were like, oh, you mean to tell me they haven't been turning that down? No, they haven't been turning it down, but they sure in the hell have been upping her fentanyl. I'm like, are you serious? And within a matter of minutes of actually turning down the oxygen, she passed. Yep. Basically, but when like they pulled us out into the hallway after I had brought it to their attention, they were like, so they basically made it was the nasal. They basically made it sound like it was kind of like our fault for them not turning down the machine in a way. They were like, so the only thing that's really basically keeping her around is the oxygen, and we just got to make sure that you guys want that turned down. And I was like, we told you that like 3 days ago. If there's like, why put her through this? It just is so much. The oxygen alone wouldn't keep her alive. It was okay. So she basically was considered deceased, but because the oxygen was still pumping through, like it was put in enough into her lungs to make her like kind of still be, if that makes sense. It was the only thing that was keeping her alive was the oxygen, basically. It would actually make it more comfortable for her. Yeah. But they kind of made it out like it was like us, that we didn't like. I don't know. It was okay. So she went into surgery. She was rushed into surgery. It was July 9th. July 9th. She was basically rushed into a surgery where they caught her. And because she wasn't able to hold down food and keep down her food or drink and keep down any kind of liquids, from March of 2021 is when she started having the symptoms. We were told that it was ulcers. Eat better. It's ulcers. You got to eat better. Quit eating like you are. And she was in and out of the hospital getting protein drips and saline bags during this time. And then finally it just got to the point to where on June 23rd, she went into the hospital because of a seizure. And I knew from the time she went in, she wasn't coming home. I mean, like I said, I did my nursing stuff. So it was like, I already knew it would make sense if she was on a ventilator. I think that's no, because okay, so she was on a ventilator at one point, and they actually wanted. Okay, so it might have been the ventilator then, because it was the only thing breathing for her, basically. And it was like, I don't know, it was like a whole, it was the ventilator, because now that I remember about it, it was the machine that they wheel in that's on like one of those little, yeah, it was the ventilator. But at some point, like, they wanted to put a trach in her, and I'm like, no, my mom would not be okay with a trach. And so I got to tell her, I said, Mom, the kids outvoted me, because I got 3 younger siblings. And I said, they outvoted me. They voted for you to be trached, and they're going to come in between tonight and tomorrow, and they're going to trach you. She looked at me and she shook her head no, and she said, no. And I said, Mom, there's nothing I can do. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. Listen, the next morning, the doctors are calling me. Your mom pulled the vent out. We don't know how the hell she pulled her vent off and out of her, but she did. Mind you, my mom was like out of it, and so like her hands are in these are like in the gloves and like tied down so that way she couldn't rip and pull off her IVs and stuff. She was not gonna have that ventilator. We have a panel guest.
Hi.
Hi.
I saw you on I saw your like
Yes.
live, and then by the time I got to it, you were already done, and then it was so funny. Then I jumped to Brittany, and there you were.
There I was. I'm everywhere. Like I'm just my own panel
It was
tonight.
cute. I was like, oh,
I love that I actually have interaction tonight, and like it's something like something different to talk about.
yeah.
Yeah, they look. I called Jet's mom. Honestly, this is my mom that I came to while everything's going on. She's
Oh, you're so
my
sweet.
long distance mommy. If I need
No,
any
you're my like, adopted baby sister. Absolutely.
right, baby
I
sister,
take you
yeah,
in. I
she's my
take you in,
mom.
baby. You're mine. You're mine now. Sorry.
So yeah, it was the craziest thing ever. But
We're talking about your mom, right?
yeah, my mom. Yeah, my mom. I was telling because like they were saying something about fentanyl. What was the comment? Oh, they tried to say he overdosed them with fentanyl. The doctor that cleaning up glitter was talking about. Guess they're trying to charge him for 18 murders.
I don't know, dude. Like,
It is. Most definitely is hard without moms.
I just know that like a lot of these medications came out really for people like at the end of life,
Uh-huh.
and it's so sad to hear people like. I mean, I have family that struggles with that addiction, and it's so oh my gosh, it just like
Yeah.
rips your heart out.
Well, my biggest thing was when I realized that, I'm like, so in other words, when I realized what I had actually given, because like in that moment, you don't think about it when you're like, yeah, just go ahead and you make that decision to make your loved one like comfortable.
Right?
You don't realize you're basically giving them permission to overdose them.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing with the morphine. Like they give them,
Yeah.
It's like it's
Was
so
he? That's
we
good.
didn't quite realize it with. I remember my friend Marla, whose mother passed, who I was with a couple months ago,
Uh-huh. Yes.
like last summer. Her mother went to hospice, and that's exactly what they do. I
Yeah.
mean, that's it's
Like,
kind of heartbreaking, but when you know somebody is, I mean, we were talking about it actually, like at this home with the chaplain, the hospice person too, and like that they're not eating.
uh-huh.
Like once you stop eating, once you stop moving, I mean, that really is. It's like you have a couple ways you can go
Yep.
by
And
starvation or by medication.
that's basically what it was with my mom. Like she wasn't able to even heal the wound from the surgery to remove the cancer.
Her body wasn't letting her
Yeah,
get back up,
because
right.
she wasn't able to eat leading up to any of that. So, when your body just is depleted of all those nutritional values that help you heal in the long run. I,
A lot of times
yeah.
too, like she just didn't have enough white blood cells to like, not that there's any sort of attachment to anything else, but like there's just your body is just it's constantly already in a fight or flight mode. It's already in
Oh,
survival mode.
that is so hard to even read. Like I had to stop and reread and like stop and go back over it. I am so sorry to hear that. And I'm sure it is because like when I finally realized what was being done and like they told me that they were actually giving my mom the fentanyl, I'm like, but like you just gave it to her like 10 minutes ago and now you're doing it again and now you're doing it again. And I'm like, what the fuck did I give them permission to do?
It's truly part of the process.
Yeah. And like now I realize that. But when
It's kind of strange that they didn't explain it to you better though.
yeah, but when like I was in that situation, it didn't strike me until I'm like, what the hell? Like, you guys told us like she'd be lucky to make it even an hour, like after we made the decision to make her comfortable. And like here it is, like 3 days later. Not that I don't want her here, but like,
That's
don't you think you've overdone the medication you're giving her?
That's probably the code word right there, sweetheart. Like,
What?
The code word is we're gonna make her comfortable.
Yeah, but I mean after a while, you would think so.
That's the point, right?
So, yeah, my live earlier was basically stating that I would like to change the kind of like the direction of my channel, but not fully change it. If you know
What are you thinking, sweetie? I mean, so I was gonna watch it, but then I was like, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. So I was also saying that on Brittany's. I would like to do more like I would like to host panels and talk about cases that might be controversial in some ways, like
Sure.
Sentences. Maybe like we could talk about like a sentence that maybe others can be like, well, I don't agree.
Drew Peterson's a great one.
True.
There's a lot of information around that case that I think if he would be tried today, it would be a whole different outcome. I truly think so, because there's so much and I'm not saying he didn't do it, just so y'all know. Like, I'm not saying that, but like,
right.
I'm just saying, like, there is so much what's it called when you're like you need to have this certain type of, I mean, you're way more politically in tune than I am.
There's
you need to have like without, I mean, I'm sorry guys, I'm really tired too. I don't know what's called, like it has to be like without a doubt or something,
Yeah.
And there's a lot
like
of doubt that kind of lingers around that one.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I would like to do something like that. Maybe like I'm open to, like I was saying earlier. I forgot to put out my email. My email is on this live. I'm gonna say it's Missing in Life 2020 2021. Anybody that wants that might know of a case that they would want to, that would be interesting to get others' opinions on, that would be awesome. Go ahead and email me. I am open to talking about a little bit of everything. I was talking like maybe like on Monday, say, okay, this is like, that's okay. So the trick part is for now, I would have to like do like shorts, upload a short up until like I at least get the community tab. When I'm able to get the community tab, I can at least like type it out and say, hey, this is what we're going to discuss this week. We can meet once, twice, every week, twice a month.
I'll totally help you as much as I can.
I would love to do like panels and like have a bunch of like different, hi Sister Knives, glad you're here.
I'm not sure who Still Cleaning Glitter is, or sister. I'm sorry guys. Hi, I'm Jet's mom.
This is Jet's mom. This is my mom now. My mom across the United States. Yeah, right. Anyways, so yeah, I would love to go back into the whole thing that we all came together for.
That made me I guess that makes me like what, like 9 when I had you, or like 4 when I had you. I don't know.
Yeah, you would have been like 4.
All those hormones in the milk and stuff.
Yeah. My whole goal though is to show that, we can be adults and we can have different opinions and different,
I was talking about that on Robbie's the other night, because I totally agree with you, sweetheart.
Yeah, I just want to have that and show that we can just respect each other. That there's still respect left in this community somewhere.
Here's the thing. I mean, if everybody just tuned in and stopped.
Yep.
I mean, it's like, okay, my son has autism, right? When you have a child with, not a lot of special needs, or any child actually, for actually, who cares? It doesn't matter. My kid has autism. It's called attention seeking behavior. And if you don't respond to them, guess what? They stop.
Yeah, yes, exactly. And that's what I was saying. I was saying on Brittany's that, it's crazy because you see everybody, a lot of people they're discussing that enough's enough, and and I'm like, well, oh God, as much as weird as it sounds, I'm like, I'm gonna call myself a creator, but as a creator, as weird as
I
it is,
find you creatively amazing.
right. But I'm just saying, like, somebody that's trying to build a channel or trying to go somewhere with a channel, it's like, if I don't take that step in moving in the opposite direction and actually like doing, putting forth effort, then
What you're
I'm
passionate
not
about.
one that can say, I can't really speak upon it if I'm not trying to move in the opposite direction. And
Right.
And I mean, honestly, how can anybody move in an opposite direction? Or how can anybody do anything like that? We all God came together for true crime. So if
We all
if
started on
we're
the
all just
same.
basically focusing on the drama and not creating the content,
I'm
then
not even.
nobody can go in the opposite direction.
I mean, like, I don't even pay attention, girl. Like,
Look,
half the
it's
time
been
when I talk to
crazy
you,
wild.
I have no idea who the fuck you're talking about, and I have no idea who the fuck anybody's talking about. And the
Listen,
next thing you know,
there
someone's
is no
mad at me.
content in our true crime trauma.
Someone's mad at me for talking to somebody. I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck you're talking about then. Like, I mean, like, I like.
Yeah, there's
Sorry, I don't mean to use bad language,
definitely
guys.
no content,
I will
basically.
simmer down my bad language.
No, you're fine. I'm just saying, like, somebody's got to make that step to do it. And I really want to do it. And I really want to talk about, it was brought up because Still Cleaning Up Glitter said she's got paranormal activity stories. I would
Someone
love
was
to
talking
hear
about
those
that.
too. Huh?
At the end of Britney's, I saw somebody talking about that too.
Yeah, that was me because I kept talking to Still Cleaning Up Glitter. Like, I am so interested. I'm like, hey, we can go over to my channel. She said that she was in a checkout line though.
Yeah.
And it depended on
Oh,
how long her line was.
can you plug my new channel with no
Yeah,
content?
go ahead. Go ahead. You're a mod. Drop
I
it.
know, but like I don't even, I can't. My A key is not working on my keyboard.
Oh, you don't know how to do it. I don't have you
No,
saved in my phone though. All
I know.
right, guys, I'm gonna go
I don't
hunt
even know if you
down
guys can see it. You
Margie's.
might be able to see it. It's called The Margie Show.
Yes, I'm grabbing the link.
King picked out the name, and I was like, no, that sounds so cheesy. I hate my name. But then he said, actually it's kind of good for you in terms of like building something because my name is unique.
Yeah, it is, and it's something that will stick out. The Margie Show.
And it's like the little it's not a blonde little lady, it's a
I know
little
what your
black hair.
channel looks like. I find it
There's
like
nothing.
you've sent it to me like 3 times.
I know, I totally sent it to
And I was totally there yesterday when you announced it.
you. I might even be able to jump in through my phone, huh? If I
Yeah, you
wanted.
probably could because I honestly
Yeah, I
can't.
could probably do it like this.
You saw that sub to. I'm
Well,
like, I know
the
I'm sub
problem
to it,
is
but
I
where
can't
is it?
it takes like 42 hours. Like I need to post something on the channel so it starts, coming up.
Uh-huh.
But I can't do that yet until it takes like I don't know, it takes 42. I don't
Yeah,
know.
your StreamYard has to do
Like,
the
I don't
authorization.
know.
I
I don't
do.
remember it being so complicated when I set up my first one. I don't know.
Did I change my name, Elizabeth? Oh, I'm King Random Fuckery. That's what I go on
Oh no,
now.
no. She's still missing in life. She's
I'm still
cool.
missing in life. Yeah.
She's cool.
I
She's
also
cool.
have another channel. It's Random
Wait, Miss
Fuckery.
Portland's. What is she doing?
I do. I have a
Miss
Random
Portland's
Fuckery channel.
live.
Huh?
Oh no, she just did a short. She just did a short. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, wait.
Huh?
Hold on.
Oh,
Sorry,
I'm echoing.
I gotta turn this off. Oh, sorry guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I think this will work.
I'm trying to figure out how to get your link because it's not
Did it
showing up
go?
for me to grab.
Oh, I'm not blue. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Hold on, wrong name.
You got to get off of that one and go
Hold
to
on, I gotta change
Mom.
my thingy bobber. Yeah, this will work.
So yeah, no, actually I have another channel. It's Random Fuckery. And over there it's just like a little mix of, just where I get together and maybe host like a panel where we just talk about whatever we want to talk about. Try to keep drama not there. Um just let's just banter and laugh and have fun over there. We also play Cards Against Humanity over there on King Brand or on Random Fuckery. So yeah, that's always fun. With
Dude, why is your thing not popping up? That sucks.
huh?
There you go. There we are. Look, I'm there. Hi. Okay, hold on.
I remember when you discussed making it. Yeah.
Now I'm blue. Okay, this is my other channel, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you have anybody wants to talk, what is this channel going to be about?
This is gonna be okay, I'm still gonna keep my Jeff's mom channel just for like us in our group, like whatever, but this is gonna be more
Public.
no, yes, but it won't, I won't be doing lives on it too often. It'll be more constructed. You know what I mean? Just more
Okay.
professional.
Oh, okay.
And we'll be talking about everything from health and wellness topics, special needs, advocacy,
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be kind of a large spectrum of things.
Almost like a info channel.
Well, I'm also, I mean, I'm going to be talking about, the different companies that I work with too.
Okay.
So it'll be more of a professional channel in that sense.
Okay.
Or it just might turn into something really fun. We don't know yet, but it already has 1,000 subs on it. My
What?
friend came out with it. Yeah.
You already got 1,000 subs on it?
No, my friend gave it to me. He's really sweet.
King?
Yeah.
Well, what the hell? Why ain't he my friend? I mean, come on now. I need that community tab. I need to get out the word. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't honestly, I'm kind of curious how it's all going to come out. So that at this exact second, I don't know if that really looks like that, just so you know.
I'm just kidding. I have worked in the field of autism since 1984. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Yeah. No.
You are a champion. Elizabeth is our champion. Yeah. No.
Yes. Again, there is a link. I can have up to 10 people on panel. If anybody wants to come up and join us,
yeah, please.
Yeah,
absolutely. Let's talk about some great fun autism topics.
Well, honestly, I don't know.
Speaking of which, hey Jet, you need to go to bed in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, my boys went to bed a little late tonight. Not on time at all tonight. It was kind of crazy though.
I'm sorry, honey. I you know what? I saw your text message. Okay, I didn't tell you. Like I had a full-blown panic attack the other day.
Are you okay?
When you texted me, I was like, girl, I can't right now. Like I just can't. Like I can't. And I think I reached out to you a little bit later, but like I have not had a panic attack like that in a while.
Yeah.
Like the ones where you really think you're gonna die.
Yeah. So look, I'm gonna turn on my camera because I'm gonna show you guys. Look.
Oh my god, she's so cute.
Yeah.
Is that your niece?
Yeah, the newest.
Oh my god, she is so cute.
She was too busy running around beating up on my son. I couldn't get any good pictures of her.
How's mama doing?
Oh, she's doing good. She's a little tired.
She's so young though.
Yeah. She's a little tired.
Isn't mama like in her like early 20s?
27, 28 almost.
It's still kind of early-ish.
So yeah.
She is so cute. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
So cute.
I think I want a unicorn.
You think you want a unicorn? Yes, I'm like, oh. She was so much fun today.
Oh, did you have her all day?
Oh, yeah, my sister and the two girls came over and spent a few hours with me, and We just
Oh,
chilled
bless
out
you.
and hung out.
Oh,
Ah,
my little nieces.
but
I had my nieces and my nephew over
oh,
on Sunday.
this is the older niece.
The widow widows.
Yeah, with yeah.
Oh my gosh, she is so pretty. Look at
This is
her.
all on Easter,
Obviously,
the baby.
they're the babies.
Let me see if I can get that to stop glaring.
Oh, so
A
cute.
weird.
Oh, look at that little munchkin. She's so cute.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
actually a really
nieces.
good picture. That's a really good one. That last one.
Yeah, with her outside. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's a really good
I
angle.
wish
That's a
this
really pretty
one
one. Oh my
would
gosh, that's
hold
so
on.
pretty.
Let's see if I can get it to stop the
So,
glare.
so
Like the
my
glare
like
is so bad.
my little my baby niece, Jenna's
There we
youngest,
go.
Alyssa, she's like she finally warmed up to me like big time. Finally. Finally.
There's so many. I don't know if
Oh
that
my
one.
gosh. You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls.
I know.
Gosh.
So
Oh my,
cute.
stop. Nope. Too much.
I'm like,
Too
oh,
much
oh,
cuteness. Too much. Oh, now.
no, that's my daughter,
I know.
my
She's all
oldest.
grown up though. Oh my gosh. Look at
Yeah, that's her
those.
and her bearded dragon.
She's so pretty. She looks a lot like you.
Yep, that's my oldest. Anyways, done bragging now. I'm done bragging about the nieces and the kids. Forget.
Well, I think, you know what? I think you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
And I want you to be kind to yourself this year. This is going to be a tough year over the holidays. And I'm glad that your family's around you.
Yeah.
As much as possible. I really
Oh.
think it's important.
Still cleaning up glitter. Are you still with us?
Sorry, did I get too emotional there?
No. I just want to
Change the vibe? What do you want to talk about?
no. I want to talk about let's talk about either cases or, I want to hear about some does anybody got any paranormal activity stories besides cleaning up glitter, because I really want to hear it.
I have okay, so I wasn't really prepared to talk about this, but sure, I might as well. So my parents, my grandparents,
Um,
their house was built upon an Indian burial ground.
really? That's
Mhm.
crazy.
And this, I mean, it sounds really, really awful in our day and age, but you have to like remember this is like probably like 1960,
Uh-huh.
1961.
But they say that
My
Indian
mother, they
burial
were putting
grounds are really
a new
haunted.
septic tank, septic tank or whatever. They were doing something big on the property,
Uh-huh.
and they unearthed an actual skeleton. And my mother collected all of the bones very respectfully. And in 1960, not this is a long time ago, guys, because they knew where this came from. You know what I mean? They knew that this was it was. I don't know. I mean, it makes me cringe to this day. But like, and she cleaned the bones and she took the bones to school and she showed everybody her skeleton bones that she found of the Native American, and then she reburied them, and she did her she had her little ceremony, and that was it.
Right?
Could
That's
you
crazy.
imagine?
But they say that those are like some of the most haunted places.
Well, I
This
mean,
the Indian
I'll tell you
burial
what though.
grounds.
This is so I am extremely sensitive to stuff like that. And I can tell you this, I remember as a kid, I would get so upset. Like I was always excited to go see my grandparents, but I would get so upset the closer we got to their house. And I would sit on that window and cry and like pound my fists on the window for my mom to come get me and take me away. Because I mean, I guess my guess is I probably sensed a lot more than I could understand at that time. And then I would calm down and things would be fine. But I remember weird things as a kid. I remember having tea parties with this lady that it was not my grandmother. For real.
Right.
I remember sitting down and having tea parties with some random weird entity. Weird.
Woo.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
You're important.
I'm
You're
gonna-
important.
It's Jenna. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, you didn't have to torture them. Turn in. I'm confused. What did I torture? Yeah. Are you talking about like the Indian burial grounds? Like there, yeah. Is that what you were commenting on? I'm sorry. Sometimes StreamYard is a little autocorrect. Okay. You didn't have to turn them in. Okay. Yeah, a lot of times StreamYard is so like lagging compared to like what we're actually like talking about. And so it's kind of, I don't know, I find it a little confusing to keep up with. Like, I'm like, I don't know, I'm airheaded. I'll be honest, I'm completely airheaded, guys. So, turn in bones. Oh, okay, not torture. I'm like, yeah, so, um, anyhow, yeah. I really appreciate everybody being here more than everybody thinks, probably. Um, that's why I mean, I honestly am excited to hopefully be able to move in the direction that I want to take the channel. And I hope that it works out. And I feel like, like I was saying in my earlier stream, it may start out slow, many may not want to join on panel until like a few streams in, or until it takes time to get used to in order to have that kind of interaction and for people to feel comfortable with coming up and voicing their thoughts and opinions on things. But you won't get used to it until you do it. That's for sure. I remember the first time I went live, I was like, what do I do? But it kind of was rather flowing and fun because actually back when, if you go back to like some of my first streams, I did videos like each state's, I picked like a dumb law from every state here in the United States. I did one. Yeah. Just mom.
Oh, hi. Hello.
Oh, is everything okay?
Oh, no. It's my cousin. She was going to come over and hang out.
Oh,
and
that sounds like fun.
Sorry, there's my dog running and my kid and like a bunch of shit. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. You're fine. But yeah, so I did like more laid back streams. I did trivias and stuff like that.
There's popcorn all over my floor. Hold on.
Well, why are you throwing popcorn on your floor?
Jet, why are you throwing popcorn all over the floor?
Jet?
It was an accident. He's okay. The dog wanted popcorn, really.
Yes.
Oliver! Now.
So I was mentioning earlier that one of the cases that I had done was Gloria England, and she was from my town, and her case had involved the town's sheriff. It was such a tangled weave. It was odd. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up her information because it was the weirdest thing. And like my plan was, had it not been such crappy, it was like every time I had the chance to get out of, like when I wasn't working, um I wanted to go and actually visit her grave. Um and I wanted to show like the land area as to where she um was found in the river. And yeah, I wanted to talk about all of that and actually go on site and film it. And every time I had time off of work to do it, it would rain or it would snowstorm, that is. So, and was, I was ready to put out the information. So, in this story, it was one of the most sensational cases of Muskegon County history. So, this is what I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to jump back here
Okay, I'm back. Sorry,
because
guys. I'm here. Just
um,
say goodnight, Jet.
let me see, share. I'm going to actually share this. I will mention you in the channels where I go and mod, and then I go to some small channels. I can give you a couple with good people. Awesome. I appreciate that, Elizabeth. Thank you. Yes, I do. I do like true crime. I will, and then like after I had done the trivia or the fun kind of streams, I was like, well, maybe I'll do missing people. But then my mom passed in September, and then it became way too
Emotional.
heavy and emotional to talk about. And so I would like to take the channel in this direction only because like it will bring interaction with my subs, and I want my subs to feel more a part of my channel. You know what I mean? I want it to be home, I guess, in a way. I want them to feel welcome and a part of it. So, with that said, I'm gonna actually share this because I want to. It's been so long. It's been a while, and mind you, my mom was passing during this time when I did this case, and so like probably the information was in one ear, not the other. Who knows? I'm airheaded, you know. So Gloria England's brutal murder was one of the most sensational cases of Muskegon County history. The case included an abortion, prosecution, rumors of political involvement, and the grisly discovery of a wire-bound corpse in the Muskegon River, which is like, okay, so I moved further from where this has happened, so I'm no longer in this area. But at the time when I covered the case, it was like literally minutes away. Then you have options to visit other. Yeah, absolutely. I would love, honestly, I would love to go other places and be able to get the content that I came to YouTube to find. It has haunted the community for years, more than half a century, and it still remains unsolved. England was 27 years old, divorcee, living with her sister and brother-in-law in Muskegon Heights. When she vanished from Friday the 13th of May, 1960, the police had said she had left her job as a sales clerk at the Grossman's department store about 6 p.m., complaining of illness. Her sister and brother-in-law told the police they were out shopping when England got home. When they returned to the house on Baker Street, which was literally like minutes from my home, they found a note from her saying that she was going to the courthouse. It sounded believable because England at the time was a prime witness in a Muskegon County abortion case. In 1960, performing abortions was a felony against a Flint real estate broker named Earl W. Sales. England was due to testify against Sales at his preliminary examination, but she never returned home, and she never testified. 2 weeks later, on May 27th, A woman's body was found in the Muskegon River, snagged in a submerged log in Cedar Creek Township, 2 miles west of Maple Island Bridge. Her wrists were bound behind her and fastened with baling wire to her tied ankles. So this is where things get all crazy and all haywire right here, because this is where you're going to find like politics being involved in ways like, and they still don't know who did this to her. So the wires had apparently been wrapped around concrete blocks and weighted the body down, but had come loose, allowing the body to float downstream. Within days, the state police identified Gloria. Hey, Miss Portland, how are you?
Oh, she found it. I was just letting her know that you were here. I was here.
Within days, state police identified the body as Gloria. An autopsy found the cause of death a blow to the head that fractured her skull. An all-out investigation was on. Authorities performed a task force that was led by the state detectives. At this time, and it includes many as 20 officers from a half a dozen departments working full-time on the England case. Leads were investigated, suspects interrogated, motives explored, polygraphs run. Nothing ever came of it. The case grew cold, and the county board supervisor, January 1961, posted a $2,000 reward, leading to information to the arrest. Nothing ever came of that either. Recently appointed young county prosecutor Harry J. So the sales guy that she was testifying against, that was performing her abortion in the local hotel. Okay, so I do remember this. So they were overheard by another gentleman in a local hotel. They overheard them performing the abortion, the sales guy, and mind you, it was illegal. And that's how this was found out. She was the patient. And that's why she was lead prosecutor. Sales, his wife, was a sheriff in Flint County.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just weird. Duchess of Discussion. She is very sweet, funny, compassionate, swears if it offends you. No, I don't get offended. Her boyfriend, or her BFF, Libby, and she's great too. I am a member, but forget the actual name. Oh, cool. Yeah, definitely. I would love to look into it. Okay. So, Knudsen had been cleaning house. Okay, he was the recently appointed young county prosecutor Harry J. Knudsen had been cleaning house. He had helped the force out the former county sheriff Art Davis, then prosecuted Davis on a charge of a misdemeanor assault on a woman, winning a jury conviction that was later thrown out on appeal. Separately, a grand jury had been convened to investigate allegations of corruption, gambling, and prostitution in the county, and was launched in May 1960. See, like, it just goes, it's just mind-boggling. Like, okay, just then, England murder case hit, bringing with it shadowy hints, never proven, of connections in the political scandals. This town was going absolutely berserk, recalls Knudsen, one of the few principal investigators in the England case still around the area, except for, I think it's Knudsen. He just recently passed, like last year, I think it was last year he just passed. Is still practice. This obviously is not an up-to-date article because it says he's still practicing law at 85, remembers the England case vividly in painful detail. That's the only case in my 5+ years as a prosecutor we've never solved. He said in an interview last week, I'm still very upset we couldn't have we couldn't do something about that case. So missing witness resurfaced. Let me see. So Sales had performed an abortion on England at the Whitehall Motel. A traveling salesman in the next room heard what was going on and notified the hotel staff, who called the police, and they were caught. England cooperated with authorities and was expected to testify against Sales in his preliminary hearing, but then she disappeared. The lawyer for Sales comes in and comes up to me grinning. Well, I understand you can't find your witness, Nolson recalled. They ran the preliminary hearing, and anyway, a judge found probable cause to bind Sales over to the circuit court for a trial and circumstantial evidence. So remember how I was saying something about the one officer that was convicted of assault on a woman that was overturned? Now he's going to come back into the play. They ran a preliminary hearing anyways, and the judge found that probable cause to bind Sales over to circuit court for trial based on circumstantial evidence. So we were awaiting trial, Knudsen said, and I'm riding with the sheriff, who is Marion Calkins. They got a call that there was a body found floating down the river. Some fishermen had seen this body near Maple Island's bridge, so we drove there. When Knudsen and Calkins got there, and the then under sheriff Harry Pennington, later on down in years, became sheriff. Another man were in a rowboat. Pennington pulled the body to the shore. We don't need to go through all of that because that's just too graphic, and I don't want to do that. So I want to find where they talk about. It does go into more graphic details in this article. I do go into actually what they say here in my video. Okay, so Sales was polygraphed twice. The second time, just before he was sent to prison to serve out 18 months to 4 years for performing the abortion. The 63-year-old was convicted of that even without England's testimony. Asked if he had killed England or had someone else do it, Sales denied involvement both times in the polygraph operator. He said that he passed. Knudsen noted polygraphs can be beaten, one of the many reasons why they're admissible in court. So Sales was not the only person of interest. Among the leads that checked out and dismissed was a theory that Art Davis, the ex-sheriff facing the charge of assaulting a woman, might have been involved. He lived near members of Gloria's family on Holton Road. Knudsen said, and guess what? Gloria, England, showed up missing on the very same day Art got bonded out of jail. Knudsen said, so all these conspiracy theories are now floating around. Crazy. Yeah, it's nuts. It's definitely that it still boggles my mind. Like all of these people that could have been involved but they're all higher political in the town at that time. And who's gonna try to go against the sheriff and the prosecuting attorney and all of that? Well, certainly not, because I mean,
what year was this again?
1960.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. And in that time, you don't do that kind of stuff. You do not go against the higher ups, because you're going to wind yourself there yourself if that's the case. If not, like Gloria found herself.
I think there's more. I want to say it was like that chapter, or I've heard this story before with someone else.
I had it on my channel.
No, it was before you did it, and so someone else
really?
did it, and it's really interesting because, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's very limited on the resources around it.
Yeah, like there are like the leads in the like there's not much of anything. But because in the suspect pool was so largely could have been, because like you got to think of the pull that these men could have had.
Mm-hmm.
And they could have had just anybody, you know, if she was walking to the courthouse because she was due to testify later that week,
Right.
and she needed to meet with her attorney,
Right.
you know, anyone, they could have had anybody, whether it be somebody they know or she knew, pull up and say, hey, you need a ride, or, you know, anything. It could have been just a number of different people.
It's just, like a lot of those like unsolved kind of weird cases, even though they're kind of solved, you look back on them and you think, you know, like you're like, wait, kind of like we were talking about earlier. Would this look like this in this day and age? You know what I mean?
I don't think. I think this. I think citizens in today's society are more apt to stand up and speak out against things like this and fight against, you know, even the higher ups than what they would have been more likely to do later. Hi, Cristola. How are you?
Yeah, Crystala's here. She's being funny on our buddy's thing, saying that I should go live, but I don't know if I'm going to. I'd rather just support you tonight.
Yeah. Well, it's already 1, and I did tell my coworker I'd go down and say hi to her and speak with her. But I definitely, I really appreciate everybody showing. Angel talks too fast. Is that one that White Rabbit always talks? That was always talking about that talks so fast, that talks fast, approaches from profile deep dive, very intelligent. She seems very. If that's what's the one that White Rabbit always called fast talking angel or something like that. I don't even know it. P.S.
Is it a true crime?
Shout out to White Rabbit for my avatar. They made it. Amazing.
You do
job.
talk really fast, though. By the way,
Me?
yeah, you do talk really fast.
I do. I'm sorry.
No, I don't mind it. I mean, I'm super ADHD, so I'm like, get it, girl, go. I feel you. I hear you. Go.
I guess my big thing is I don't want dead air. You know, it's just odd when I draw, if I draw it out and and just leave dead like air like that. That's just kind of obnoxious, and I can't even do that. I want to talk. Why did my server go out?
I feel like
Oop.
I truly like
Duchess of Discussions. I'm gonna look that up. Go ahead.
nothing. I'm about to complain, but like
No, complain.
I will wait about. I will do that because I'm gonna go live here in a minute. When you're done, or whenever you're done, I will hang out until you're done. Because Cristola wants me to go live as a vegan steakhouse.
Of what?
I don't know. I was being stupid earlier.
So, Elizabeth, would I be able to find the other name of the channel? Probably eventually, maybe through the Duchess of Discussions channel, because I found her and I'm subscribed now.
Just send it. So drop the link.
I'm going to get there. Look at that. Let's see.
My sister wants me to go over to her house.
Yeah.
But I think Jenna and my aunt are coming over. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on yet.
You get so much going on.
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of popular these days.
I mean, you are. You're big.
I'm like kind of a big deal, you know.
Yeah.
I'm totally
So
kidding.
here's the thing.
If y'all don't know me, I'm totally kidding.
No, she's not. She's totally a big deal. Don't let
No,
her.
I'm not. Just like big in like the tummy area from COVID bum bud.
Okay. Share, right? Uh-huh.
My husband's going to Vegas tomorrow for work, and I'm like actually kind of feeling like sad.
Yeah.
I know. I guess I do love him.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop Duchess's link. This is Duchess discussions link.
Okay.
I was told that they're Elizabeth says that they're very funny, sweet, compassionate. They swear, so if you're offended by swearing, don't go.
Oh no,
Yes,
I don't fucking say any bad words. It's horrible.
Duchess of discussion,
I
Cristela.
know. I'm
Discussion.
kidding. I'm kidding.
What was that?
I just said I don't say any fucking bad words.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, it's
Never.
all a bunch of
No.
mess.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I was sorry, I was trying, Bish. No, you're not trying hard enough. I love to pick on her. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go
I love
ahead.
you. Okay.
Yeah, don't go away. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end this, guys, tonight. I will talk to you all later. I really appreciate everybody stopping in and discussing, and I hope to see everybody back soon. Stay loyal, stay true, stay you. Love you. Bye.